Israel. I believe this is public. I can go ahead and share this out on a few platforms. If y'all get this link, I'm glad to be back in the saddle. I was talking with the Saints this morning about just the power in understanding this spiritual war that we in. We talked pretty deep on it this morning. But can you see if is it public? Yes, it is. Okay, perfect. All right, hallelujah. Y'all let me know how it sounds so I can go ahead and get with it. All right, there, brother Alex in there. Y'all go ahead and share it out, cause y'all know y'all heard the message on Sabbath. I'm glad. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is at the necks of all the young dudes, all the young sisters. Like Pastor said, it got to be said because there is a generational gap that I have myself have noticed that we seem to miss. All right, and I'm gonna pull over at the library for a second. Yeah. Yes, sir. I ain't on no time schedule, so we're gonna pull over right because I want to poke this knife in a little deep this morning. Because I want us to get it because see what's really happening is you do depend on the next generation to be a part of the restoration at the level that the Most High Yah desires. And this is all part of it. When you look at our heritage, it said, let the old man teach the young man. Mm-hmm. And which I didn't realize what he was saying in there. There was a level of rebuke that got to go forth with the younger generation. Yes, sir. The teaching is correcting. Yep. It is instructing. Mm-hmm. Right? Yes, sir. It is reproofing. And rebuking. See? Mm-hmm. See, that's what we miss, but we hear it one way, and then we run because we're young. Our testosterone is off the chain. You wake up in the morning and you got, your front of your pants, different. So you feel different. You feel different. I've been young. Listen to me. I've been there. I've felt the invincibleness that you feel. Right? Mm-hmm. But you're not invincible. Right. Aside from him, you are nothing. You're nothing. Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm here this morning to reopen the wounds and tear the scab right back off. Rip it right off. Because Shepherd hit on some just key dynamite areas during the Sabbath message, man, that it's so applicable in the levels that we need to have it, that we need to hear it. Because, I think about this oftentimes, man, when I look at, because I interact oftentimes with the younger generation, both in the faith and out of the faith. And one thing I can say that's the same. Now, listen. One thing that I can say that's the same, both in the faith and out of the faith, is that this generation lacks the understanding of what honor is. Woo, Pastor said some stuff, man. Because, see, listen, there's many times where I didn't have to bite my tongue. I stayed my tongue because it was right for me to stay it, regardless of what or who the person was, in a sense that, Vess was talking about that. I said, remember, think about all those drunks. This out the faith. Think about what I'm saying. Think about all the drunks. Y'all share this video that we used to come by in the hood. And they, used to hear them say things like, hey, little Mel, don't be playing that street. Well, people from y'all generation turns around and shoot people. Yes, sir. For telling them to get up, hey, I don't want y'all playing on my lawn. Don't play in front of my house. Y'all generation want to turn around and shoot them. Mm-hmm. My generation said, yes, sir, and we go down the street. You hear it?
Yes, sir.
What y'all generation do? So that you might not. So in the faith, you might not be shooting me with your physical weapon, but you're shooting me with your words and your rebuttals and all your what you can't sit quiet because you can't get nothing done when you got people that constantly want to fire back.
Right.
You can't get nothing done. You understand? And it's like I get it. It's so important, you know. And one of the most important things was when Shepherd brought the original saints that stayed with Pastor all this time. And one thing he said they get a certain type of respect and treatment.
Mm-hmm.
But it's due to them. That's what you don't. Some of y'all don't understand what's due to the people that have gone before you. So when I think about what they, they don't play in the street, then we ain't say you drunk, some B, nigga, you drunk. What you doing? Talk. That ain't how you do it.
Right.
That's not how you do it, and this, I find it amazing. And I'm just gonna speak from a cultural standpoint. I was talking to this guy I grew up with yesterday, man, and we talked about the signs of the times and where everything is. And where we are, one of our neighborhood friends' father used to try to get us to organize and be more cohesive, be of more unity. This was during the height of Crips and Bloods, 92, 93, 91. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Around there. You wanted us to show more of a united front, but he himself, you didn't have everything together. We could have looked at him.
What we got now? Woo! Jesus. All right. So anyway, people find a way to thwart the message. That's what you got. That's what you got to be careful of. All right. Y'all can let people know we back rolling. I got a call. I put it on Do Not Disturb. I be trying, but the enemy knows what it is. I'm gonna share something with y'all in the midst of this real quick. Now, I was talking to the saints this morning about. See, I know we are full well it ain't just we just in the spiritual walk. We are more spiritual than you understand.
Yes.
And I was talking to Josh about a conversation that I was having with Deacon Bell. A few weeks ago when I was down the straightway when I preached down there, man, about community. And I said this. I remember I brought that video in to Pastor Dow years ago from a video that I recorded, because I was filming the children at this exhibit that they was at. But in the midst of me filming, I happened to look down in this little boiler room, and I seen a spirit looking at me. I seen the physical body of a spirit. And when I got ready to walk off, the spirit came out more so I could see it. And then it kind of faded back in. I said, so I showed Pastor. He said, oh yeah, that's an imp. That's a spirit. But what I'm saying is a lot of people don't have them type of spirit. Look, here's another one. I was explaining to him this morning. I remember I was on Highway 71 driving, and I was watching this spirit. I almost looked, it was shaped and kind of looked like that little deal on, what's the name of it? Scream. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't have the face wasn't all white like that, but you could see a smoky type deal, but the rest of it just like this black mass. And my car driving, it was just hovering up. Then all of a sudden it stopped and came down to the car, to the windshield, and it was like kind of on this side, the driver's side where I was, went across, came to the passenger side, looked at the guy that was in the car with me. We was on the way back from Dallas. Then it took off. And I'm saying to myself, like, what was that? But then I didn't say nothing to the guy that was on the other side. This guy named Butch Dennis used to play right tackle for K-State back in the day. And he asked me, did you see that? I said, see what? He said, man, it was like some type of weird spirit thing came down your side, came to my side, looked at me, and then it left. He's like, what was it? I'm like, bruh, I can't even tell you what it was. But that's my whole point. And we're going to talk more about it in this message coming up, because we got to understand what I showed you in Jubilees. Boy, is it powerful.
Very powerful.
Oh, my goodness. That's what I'm saying. We don't understand. So then I'm going to be able to fast forward you to this thing that's going on in CERN. But this is something that's written in Jubilees, because they have tried to hide the fact that these folks are trying to summon these spirits that have been locked away. They're trying to open up a portal to bring forth a spiritual release on this earth that's just going to overpower the saints.
Yeah.
All right? And we're gonna talk about that again. I know the sound at the beginning of the message was jacked up. Listen, I don't know but listen, I'm getting in people's ass like I can't get in people's ass no more about making sure the production is right. But I get it. I know the enemy don't want me preaching. Listen, I'm on fire. I got this zeal in me right now, just boiling over that it ain't gonna be quenched.
Hallelujah.
So I don't care what people are doing in camps. I don't care what people do. You better listen and hear, because what Pastor preached on Sabbath is about, you better make sure you be in a place of honor so you don't miss what has to be said to you or what needs to be heard, because there is things that have to be preached and things that have to be said that must be heard.
Yes, sir.
Must be heard. Because this is one of the things, when we looking in there, they trying to make sure you blind.
Yeah.
They trying to blind you.
Yep.
And they trying to cause you to err. They trying to cause you to not be able to grab a hold of the things that you would.
Right.
That's always the war. We don't know, because we got, listen, we 90% Christian doctrine, 10% Israelite heritage truth. Y'all heard what I said?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. That's why you don't get. That's why you kick against polygyny. You kick against all the stuff that all it is the heritage, the righteous heritage of the Most High Yah. But you don't get it because why you don't get it? Why? Number one, because your mind has not been renewed.
That's it.
That's the first thing. I remember Pastor said that all the time on his videos, all the time, a long time ago. He said, and the first thing you need renewed is your mind.
Yep.
I said, boy, when I heard him saying that, I said, he was calling out in my generation. I heard it and I accepted it. And so it don't matter. You know, that's why I told you. I said, listen, if you watch the message that I did on Sabbath, if you ain't watched it, I'm telling you better go see it. And when you start to understand David's positioning in dealing wisely with Saul, dealing wisely in his house, you're going to start to understand that it ain't, man, some of y'all got way too much to say. Your mouth runs more than your hands be put to action. It's no good. It don't work this way. You can't, you know, and that's what a lot of people had a problem with. You try to equate keeping the way of life with getting a college degree or getting master degrees or business degrees. It don't equate. Mm-hmm. The spiritual things is spiritual things. Right. They are either discerned or not discerned. And if they're discerned, they're heard. Yes, if they're not discerned, they're definitely heard or not heard, and they absolutely are not seen.
Right. True. Yep.
Bottom line, That's why you hear Yahshua say all the time, though they have eyes,
Can't see.
they can't see. Though they have ears,
Can't hear.
you can't hear. You can't hear a damn thing. And it ain't on me that you can't hear. Guess who it's on? It's on you.
Yep.
And that's what I mean. It's like, it's something, man. I'm going to tell all you young dudes, man, that is 30 and down. All right? You know, and you know, just young men, period. You know, me and Deacon was talking about it a few weeks ago. I said, man, well, he reminded me of what I said. I said, man, when by the time you get in your 40s, you begin absolutely to realize that, I mean, the wisdom just turn on, boom. Especially if you grounded in the word, the wisdom turn on to a level where you just like, God, there was no way you could see this at 20. There's no way you could see this at 25. There's no way you could see this at 30. May 28th, I'm going to be 46. And I look right now, I say, you know what? I'm going that way, but I remember being this way. But I love going this way because what it shows me is that out of all the things that I've done in my life to incorporate the wise things of life have benefited me much. It benefited me much, especially when it come down to this. See, that's why I said y'all bring a lot of these ways over into the way. You bring a lot of that stuff. And that's why you can't possibly make it to that end goal, that means of achievement in righteousness that you would make it to, that you would arrive at, but you stop yourself, you cut yourself down long before you get going, because you think that in here you think that you're bringing something. That's what people don't realize. You're not bringing nothing.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna be the first to tell you, you ain't bringing nothing, man. A lot of times people be talking to me, I already be knowing where you going. I'm already knowing what you saying, not because I can read your mind, just the wisdom of life.
Yes, sir.
The wisdom of life. And I sit there and listen as if you telling me something new. So you can feel good. Because some of y'all need that. You need to feel good that you got something off. You need to feel good that you was able to say something and be heard. Your survival, your life depends on whether or not people truly hear you or not. See, I'm way past that. I don't listen. Look at me. Look at my rusty, crusty lips. I don't give a shit whether you listen to me or not. Guess what? Because it's an indictment. It's on you whether you hear me or not. It ain't on me what I hear.
True.
You know what I mean?
Very true. Yep.
Me. It's on you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is. But you don't like that. See, at the end of the day, this the best thing about it. It's ordained by Yah. It's an ordained appointment.
Yes.
It's an ordained assignment by Yah that's going to always keep me over you, provided we serve the Messiah with all our heart, all our might, and all our soul, and continue, because he allowed us to come and be now partakers once again in this renewed covenant. And so that lets us be able to now go and run boldly. Go boldly before the throne.
Yes.
It lets us rebuke with all authority, not worrying about people, worrying about things.
Yeah.
And it's on you whether or not you're going to receive it. It's on you whether or not you're going to abide in it. And that's the problem people have. Yes. See, because, y'all listen, sister, I know I'm trying to get this out, and I'm stuttering, and I'm trying to get it out because it's so much. I got 1,000 words that want to come out right now. But But I want y'all to listen to me real good. This is why I say, listen to me, don't take it the wrong way. I said a lot of the problems with a lot of these men is what's hanging in front of them. Oh yeah, it is. You take that away, guess what? They're nothing.
Yep.
You ain't nothing no more.
Yep.
But look, what they do to Daniel, what they do to some of these other folks, they made them eunuchs.
Yeah.
They ain't stopping from serving y'all. They ain't stopping from rising and being one of the most powerful men. It ain't stopped. See what I mean?
Yep.
See, you see why I say that?
Yes, sir.
See, that wasn't no derogatory statement or no lewd statement I said.
Right.
It's because some of you men, you pride yourself on what's hanging in front of you. That's your all in all. That's who you are. You are identified. That your personality is made up based on what's hanging in front of you. But you're without wisdom. Right. You don't have no knowledge. You don't know how to move and maneuver through life to the point where it's going to really, that your life is going to be beneficial to somebody else. Do you ever think about that? That your life is here to benefit somebody else?
All the time.
See, but when you worry about what's hanging in front of you, now you ain't thinking about what benefits somebody else. You thinking about what you gonna benefit from.
Yeah.
Cause you arrived just because you got something hanging in front of you. When you walk in the room, everybody need to stop because something hanging in front of you. Boy, listen. That message about honor, you better go listen to it. I'm just giving y'all the backdrop. You know what I mean? Behind it. Because, I truly thank y'all. I mean, because the best thing when you arrive spiritually, when you could be thankful for y'all just continually preserving you day after day. Because you know that you have gained the wisdom and you know how easy it is to fall. Woo! See, when you keep that near and dear, when you know how easy it is to fall, oh, do you walk circumspect?
Yes.
Oh, do you walk in a manner of meekness?
Yeah.
Oh, do you understand the goodness and the grace and the heavy hand of Yah that works diligently to guard you from them things that would come and otherwise cause you to stumble? Man, now you arrived.
Oh, yeah.
Now you can be a man because you know now, boy, you are a controlled lion of rage. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
That's the best place to be. See, when you are a controlled lion of rage, you know that you don't rage till the cage is open. Right. You know what I mean?
Right.
Until the appointed time where the cage is open and it's time for you to go forward and go with all that you are. Right. See what I'm saying? People don't understand that. Because you have yourself tied up in things that profit none. See, I ain't say, I like looking nice. I like dressing up just like everybody else. A lot of times I'm just in 1,000% grind mode. Cause it's a lot of stuff happening, ain't it, Josh?
It's a lot.
Woo, it's a lot of good stuff happening in here, boy, in KC. And Pastor Corey doing this. Keeping it zip. Because guess what? I'm going to show you better than I'm going to tell you.
That's it.
Woo! I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you better than I'm going to tell you. Because Yah said that he will never leave you nor forsake you. The word says that I have never seen the righteous forsaken or beg for bread. That's boy, y'all, if y'all can remember, see these things right there, that is for the meek.
Yes.
And the humble of the earth.
Yeah.
For indeed the earth shall be yours. You know what I mean? The whole earth. You understand? And we are going to rejoice. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I'm going to show y'all some videos from this cove, man, that they, it's a pretty good cove. It's a good getaway. But boy, you go And it made me, I'm going right back there. And I started last night looking at the word coastlands. Because what I saw this week, I said, boy, people, this right here make you see that people ain't giving a care about the Most High Yah. You ain't even thinking about the Most High Yah at all. And indeed, the word said, when you go read Wisdom of Solomon, he said, man, these folks, the word said they trusted in their riches.
Yep. Yep.
You trusted in your riches. That's all your mind and your heart is set on. So when I go back and I look, and I encourage everybody to go back and hear that word that Pastor preached about honor. Because these are things, this is what I said this morning. I'm getting ready to let y'all go. I said, this one thing I know. You know, because I was talking to some saints this morning about where they are, where I'm at. I said, let me tell y'all something. In the last 6 months, all right, and I'm saying this because it's you know, be it, exoteric, information or not, but the apocalypse of Paul. I was listening to something that was said, and I read it too. And it was at the time when one had died. And it was as if the angels was asking, should we go back and gather up all the things that this soul has done in the earth? And it's like the Spirit of the Most High Yah said, no, don't go back. Only go back 3 months and we shall see. And it's like in the last 3 months, you're going to be able to indict them on the life they lived in the earth. You ain't got to go back over their whole life. And so this is what I be saying about people. Because when I was talking this morning, I said, look, I can go back 6 months. I ain't doing what y'all doing.
Yeah.
See, my heart is on this. This the end. You don't see it?
Come on.
You don't see it?
Come on. Yep.
What the hell is your heart on? What is your mind on? You want people to keep playing this game with you while you halfway, but we striving with all our heart, all our might, all our soul, like the Most High Yah. So he said, love him with all of that. Everything.
That's it. Yeah.
And y'all still find a way to give 70% and think that's good enough. 60% and think that's good enough. 92% and think that's good enough. Man, y'all listen, y'all need some serious deliverance. Until your mind and your heart is fully indicted in serving Yah with all your whole being, your whole self, you are not ready. Because he said he coming back.
Come on.
You hear me?
Yeah.
For a church without a spot or blemish. That means you are 100% clean. You ain't got no marks. How do you do that? Well, guess what? If you will keep the commandments, that'll be perfect.
That's it.
What else you want me to add? What else you want me to add? Did I say something wrong, John?
No, sir.
Please tell me right now. I'm open.
It's in the book. It's all book.
So that's what I'm saying. Man, y'all get this figured out, man. Pastor Corey, Straightway KC, Straightway Truth Ministries. Shalom, shalom.